Hello, this video is part 2 of simplifying rational expressions. Again, a rational expression is a more complicated fraction where both the numerator and denominator, that means both the numbers at the top of the fraction and bottom of the fraction, are polynomials. I did not complete the excluded values for the problem at the bottom, so I will start by doing that. We are looking for a number for x that would make this parenthesis equal to 0. We have a plus 7 and we have an x. Which number can I add to that plus 7 to get a 0? I would add a negative 7. One of the excluded values is negative 7. On the other parentheses, I would have to look for a positive 4 because 4 minus 4 equals 0, and those would be the excluded values for this problem. Again, I want to remind you that these are the 4 different methods. There's a video for those methods that you can refer back to if you need additional assistance with factoring. I will be skipping that since we are simplifying fractions in this video. Okay, at the top of the fraction, I can see that both the 4x squared and the negative 32x are divisible by 4. So I will be factoring a 4. I'm looking at the greatest common monomial factor. And all 4 divided by 4, I'm left with the x squared. Negative 30 divided by 2 is negative 8x. Now I will take care of the x's because both of them have an x in common. So I will have 4. This one has x squared. If I take one out, x squared divided by x is x. 8x divided by x is negative 8. And this is as far as I can go at the top. On the bottom, I will be using the pound sign again. Before I use the pound sign, I will be dividing everything by 2. I will be factoring a greatest common monomial factor of 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. I'm leaving the letter by itself. Negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5. Bring the letter down. And negative 48 divided by 2 is negative 24. Now the first term has an x squared, negative 5x, and the last one does not have an x, so that's all I can factor. I will bring down the 2, and I will be using factoring trinomial for this part of the problem. The two factors that I get are x minus 8 and x plus 3. So when I start simplifying, I will only be looking at the top line and the bottom line, since those are my results after factoring the top and bottom. So what they have in common is they have an x minus 8 and an x minus 8. So I will be canceling those out. And they also have in common another number, which I'll show you in the next step. So I will start by crossing out the x minus 8. I will bring everything over. Another way to do it is you can bring everything over and then cancel. 4x, because I cancel the x minus 8. And at the bottom, I have the 2, and I have the x plus 3. So in this one, I kept the parentheses because there's a 2 on the outside, and removing the parentheses would change the problem. Now in this problem, there's an extra step. If you look, there's a 4 and a 2 at the bottom. Which number divides both the 4 and the 2? I will be dividing that 2 by 2. I get a 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And I would get 2. I haven't canceled the x at the top, so I'll bring it over. And at the bottom, I have 1 times what's in the parentheses, which would give me x plus 3. And this would be the solution for the problem.